Next chapter is chemical bonding. That is chapter number 4, chemical bonding and structure of molecules. Chemical bonding and structure of molecules. Let us see the term valence. See, in the last chapter, I had left the point valence. Valence you have already studied in the 10th standard. What is meant by valence? You have studied that in the 10th standard. What is meant by valence? So valence is the combining capacity of an element. It is the combining capacity of an element. Valence. Combining capacity of an element. That is called valence or a valency of an element. The combining capacity of an element is called valence or valency. But usually valence is expressed in terms of certain numbers. We are using certain numbers only. So in terms of the numbers, what is valence? As you have studied in the 10th standard, valence is the number of electrons in the outermost shell of an atom. It is a number of electrons present in the outermost shell of an atom. That is called valence or valency of an element. Valence or valency of an element is the number of electrons in the outermost shell of the atom. Or it may be, if a number of electrons in the outermost shell is equal to n, it may be 8 minus n also. In some cases, valence is equal to the number of electrons in the valence shell, outermost shell, or it may be 8 minus n. That is valence. Here n is equal to number of electrons in the outermost shell. And the outermost shell, as you studied, it is known as the valence shell. Outermost shell is called outermost shell of an atom. That is called the valence shell. Valence shell of the atom. And electrons present in the outermost shell, they are known as valence electrons. Valence electrons. So valence electrons are the electrons present in the outermost shell of an atom. And so the outermost shell is called the valence shell of an atom. The number of electrons in the valence shell or the number of valence electrons, that is the electrons present in the outermost shell. So valence is equal to the number of electrons present in the outermost shell, or it may be 8 minus n. 8 minus n. So there is a specialty for the number 8. You can see it later. Either n is the number of electrons in the outermost shell, or it may be 8 minus n. That is the valence of an element or an atom. So the outermost shell is called the valence shell. And the electrons present in the valence shell, outermost shell, are called valence electrons. Let us take some examples. Say, for example, you take alkali metals. Alkali metals. So these are the elements of group 1, first group. Elements of first group. They are called alkali metals. Group 1. You know the elements are lithium, sodium, potassium, Rb, rubidium, Cs, cesium, and and francium, Fr, francium. So these are the elements present in group 1, first group, group 1. That is the left extreme of the periodic table. Left end of the periodic table. That is group 1. And the elements present in group 1, they are generally known as alkali metals, not hydrogen. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium, these are the elements. Let us see the electronic configurations of some of the typical members. You know, lithium, atomic number is equal to 3, and the electronic configuration will be same. It is, the electronic configuration is, okay, it is 1s2, s2, not a square, not a 1s square. You read it as 1s2 only, not a square. 2, 6, 10, like that, not a square. So 1s2 and 2s1, that is the electronic configuration of lithium. Okay. Now you take sodium, atomic number 11, and the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, then 3s1, 3s1. Potassium, let us take one more example, and it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1, 4s1. So, you think, consider the outermost shell. Say, outermost shell in each case. Lithium, 2s1. That is a member of the second period. 2s1. Sodium, 3s1. Potassium, 4s1. For rubidium, it is a 5s1. Cesium, it is a 6s1. And for francium, it is a 7s1. So, group 1, alkali metals have the outermost electronic configuration, NS1. Say, NS1. That is the general electronic configuration of alkali metals. You have to study this group separately. NS1. And in the outermost shell, where NS, that is the outermost shell, that is the valence shell, there is only one electron. And therefore, the group valence of a group 1, the common valence of a group 1, that is equal to, valence is equal to 1. Alkali metals, valence is equal to 1. That is the same as the number of electrons present in the outermost shell, the valence shell. You have seen that. Now you come to, say, group 17, for example, group 17, halogens, and these are group 17 elements. You know the elements are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and astatine. These are the elements in group 17 or halogens. You take one example, fluorine. Atomic number of fluorine is equal to 9, and therefore the electronic configuration will be 1s2. There are 9 electrons. 1s2, 2s2, S is complete. Then 2p5. Total number of electrons, that is equal to 9. You take the sum of the index, the powers of the various subshells. 2 plus 2 plus 5. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. You come to chlorine, atomic number 17. The electronic configuration will be, there are 17 electrons. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. 3s2, 3p5. Now you come to bromine. the outermost configuration will be 4s2 4p5. Here it is 5s2 5p5, 5p5. And for astatine, it is radioactive, 6s2 6p5. So in general, the outermost electronic configuration, outermost electronic configuration will be NS2 NP5. For halogens, the outermost electronic configuration will be NS2 NP5. There are 7 electrons in the outermost level. And so the number of valence electrons, that is equal to 7. In some compounds, they can show valence 7. But the common group valence is equal to, say, 8 minus n or 8 minus 7, that is equal to 1. 8 minus n, 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. That is the common group valence of a group 17 or halogens. That is why I told you the valence number is either the number of electrons present in the outermost shell, or it is 8 minus n, where n is the number of electrons in the outermost shell. Say, for example, alkali metals group 1, there is only 1 electron, NS1, 1 electron in the outermost shell, and the group valence is equal to 1, same as the number of electrons in the outermost shell or the valence shell. Come to halogens, the outermost configuration will be NS2 NP5. There are 7 electrons in the outermost shell or the valence shell. And so the common group valence of a group 17 or halogens is equal to 8 minus n, 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. Okay. You know, you have studied in the 10th standard, carbon atomic number is equal to 6 and the electronic configuration will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, 2s2, 2p4. Electronic configuration of a carbon, atomic number 6. So there are, say, total, so there is an error here. Okay, so total number of electrons is equal to 6. So it is 2p2, 2p2. You have seen that already. 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. So in the outermost shell of carbon, there are 4 electrons. Number of valence electrons is equal to 4, and the common valence of a carbon, that is equal to 4. Valence of carbon is equal to 4, that is the number of electrons present in the outermost shell itself. So we can say that valence is, or valence number is, the number of electrons present in the outermost shell of an atom. Valence is the number of Diya, Gauri. Okay. So Emmanuel, Naurin, Aditya, Malaviga, Nia, Krishna, Chandran, Michael. Say, valence is the combining capacity of an atom or the element, and it is the number of electrons present in, yes, complete the rest. Emmanuel, number of electrons present in, come on, valence.
Outermost shell.
In the outermost shell of an atom. Or it may be 8 minus n, where n is the number of electrons present in the outermost shell. So valence is decided by the number of electrons present in the outermost shell of an atom. And therefore, the outermost shell of an atom is called the valence shell. And the electrons present in the outermost shell are called the valence electrons. Is it clear? Shall repeat. Valence is the combining capacity of an atom. Agreed? Aryan, Nauri, say Nia, Malavika, Alvin. Okay. So, it is the combining capacity. But usually, the valence is expressed as a number. You say valence is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. If it is expressed as a number, what is valence? Valence or valency, another term used, valency. So valence or valency is the number of electrons present in the outermost shell of an atom. Or it may be 8 minus n, where n is the number of outermost electrons. Either n or 8 minus n. In common, there may be exceptions. There are exceptions. Okay. So, valence is decided by the number of electrons present in the outermost shell. So, the outermost shell is called what? Outermost shell is called a Navi. Outermost shell, that is called the valence shell. And the electrons present in the outermost shell are called valence electrons. Is it all right? Okay. Now, let us think of, say, chemical bond. The heading you have written, chemical bond. And what is a chemical bond? What is meant by a chemical bond? That is something related to chemical reactions. The term chemical is there. So, it is related to chemical reactions. You have studied that. Say chapter number 1, standard 10, chemical reactions. Chemical reactions you have studied. Okay. During chemical reactions, a new substance is formed or new substances are formed. And during these processes, what all changes take place for the atoms taking part in the reaction? Let us say the only change is a change in the number of electrons. A chemical reaction is nothing but a game of a play of electrons. That is a change in the electronic configuration. A chemical reaction is accompanied by a change in the electronic configuration of the reacting atoms, the reacting species. Okay. Let us think of noble gases. Start from the noble gases. Noble gases. You also know what are noble gases. Say noble gases are the elements present in the 18th group of the periodic table. The right end of the periodic table. The elements present in the 18th group, that is the right end of the periodic table. They are noble gases. They are also known as rare gases. Sometimes they are known as inert gases, like us. Inert gases, laziness, inert gases. So these are the elements present in the last group of the periodic table, 18th group of the periodic table, 18th group of the periodic table. And which are the elements? Do you remember? We have studied that in the 10th. These are helium, neon, argon, air. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, Kr, xenon, and radon. These are the elements. We'll study this again in the 17th group. You have to study 17th group. This will be coming there again. Now you come to these elements. These elements have a speciality. They exist as monatomic gases. They are monatomic gases. Monatomic or monoatomic. Monatomic gases or monoatomic gases. These are monatomic gases or monoatomic gases. What is the meaning of this? In a molecule of these gases, there will be only one atom. In a molecule, there will be only one atom, monoatomic. Monoatomic. There is only one atom in its molecule, monoatomic or monatomic. There will be only one atom in its molecule. That means their atoms and molecules are the same. Atoms and molecules are the same. What do you think of, say, other elements like hydrogen? Atom is equal to H, but molecule is equal to H2. You take oxygen, atom is equal to O, but molecule is equal to O2. You take nitrogen, atom is equal to N, but molecule is equal to N2. That means in all these cases, two atoms are combining. They are combining, they are joining together, combining together. You take ozone, say O3. Three atoms of oxygen are there in ozone, O3. You take water, H2O. There are two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom, they are combining together. So the molecules and atoms are different. But that is not the case with the noble gases. In the noble gases, they exist as monatomic gases. There is only one atom in its molecule. Or in other words, we can say atom and molecule both are the same for noble gases. And why do the noble gases exist as single atoms? That is because they have very stable electronic configuration. These noble gases have very stable electronic configuration. They are not ready to change their electronic configuration. See, in the beginning, I told you, during chemical reaction, there is a change in the electronic configurations of the atoms. Change in the electronic configuration of the atoms. But in the case of the noble gases, the atoms have very stable electronic configuration. Or the electronic configurations of these atoms, the noble gas atoms, cannot be changed easily. They're very stable. And the stability is due to the completely filled shells, completely filled orbits. And you examine the electronic configurations of these elements, can see that in the outermost shell or in the valence shell, there will be 8 electrons. 8 electrons in the valence shell. In the outermost shell, in the valence shell, there will be 8 electrons. 8 electrons. And the electronic configuration with the 8 electrons in the outermost shell is an extra stable configuration. It has an extra stability. And a group of 8 electrons, see, a combination or a group of 8 electrons, that is known as the octet of electrons. You have studied that, the octet of electrons, 8 electrons, octet of electrons. So the octet of electrons or 8 electrons in the valence shell of the noble gases are very stable configuration, cannot be easily changed. There is one exception, that is helium. An exception, there is helium. Helium, no, atomic number of helium, that is equal to 2, and that is 1s2. 1s2. There are only 2 electrons. Only 2 electrons in the outermost. There is only one shell, and that is 1s. Only 2 electrons. So helium has only electron doublet. It is called a doublet. Doublet or a duplet. Doublet or a duplet of electrons. Doublet or a duplet of electrons. That is also a stable configuration. And for all the others, there will be 8 electrons or an octet of electrons in the outermost shell, in the valence shell. And this combination is a very stable electronic configuration, cannot be easily changed. That is why the noble gases do not react at all. They are very stable, they are inert. So they are called inert gases due to their laziness to react with the others. Okay. So the so-called noble gases are monatomic gases. In the molecule, there is only one atom. So they will not combine with the others. That is because they have already stability. The atoms have already stability and they are not ready to change the configuration. Usually, the atoms combine to attain stability. The purpose of combination, the purpose of the reaction is to attain stability, stability. During chemical reactions, the atoms attain stability. Stability means stable electronic configuration by a rearrangement of the previous electronic configuration. A new electronic configuration is attained so that it is very stable. And if it is stable form, it has say very low energy. They have a lower energy. When a system has very low energy, the system is very stable. Lower the energy, more stable the system is. Lower the energy, more stable the system is. Here, during chemical reactions or combinations between atoms, the atoms tend to attain stability. Stability means the stable electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas with 8 electrons in the outermost level. And in that case, the system will have very lower energy, so that it is stable. So the purpose of the reaction, combination of atoms is to attain stability or stable configuration with a lower energy. If energy is lowered, the system becomes more and more stable. Say I told to attain stability. Stability is attained by reducing the energy. The system becomes of a lower energy by attaining the stable electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas with 8 electrons in the outermost level. Okay. So during the chemical reactions, there will be some kind of attractive forces between atoms or between ions. And these attractive forces between atoms or ions, that is called the chemical bond. So chemical bond is the force of attraction or attractive force between atoms or ions. So any form of attraction, any kind of attraction between the atoms or ions, that is called a chemical bond. So chemical bond is the attractive force, some kind of attractive force between atoms. This attractive force is holding the atoms together. So the attractive force between the atoms or ions is called a chemical bond. Say, let us come back to the stability and lower energy. Okay. Say, noble gases, as we have seen, they are monatomic gases. Monatomic means there is only one atom in its molecule. If there is only one atom in its molecule, then molecule and the atom both are the same. Molecule and atom both are the same. But that is not the case with several other elements. Examples we have already cited. Hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. We have seen examples. Okay. Now, why do the noble gases exist as atoms? They are not combining together like H2, O2, N2. In all these cases, the atoms combine. But in the case of the noble gases, such combinations are not seen. They are not ready to combine. Why? Because the reason is this, because they have very stable electronic configuration. During chemical reaction, there is a rearrangement of electrons. So the electronic structure must be changed. The atom must be ready, the atom must be ready to have a change in the electronic configuration. But in the case of noble gases, the atoms are not ready to change their electronic configuration because the electronic configurations are already very stable. And if we examine the electronic configurations of the noble gases, we can see that there are 8 electrons or an octet of electrons in the outermost level. It's a very stable configuration. Except helium. In helium, there are only 2 electrons. Electron doublet or electron duplet. And all the other noble gases, neon, argon, etc., there are 8 electrons or an octet of electrons in the outermost level, and it's a stable configuration. So the configuration is not changed. That is why the noble gases or the rare gases or the inert gases are reluctant to react with the others, or they are reluctant to combine with the others. There is no chemical reaction. They are chemically inert. The structure, electronic configuration cannot be changed. Very stable. Okay. Then why do the other atoms, except these noble gases, why do the other elements combine? Because, Achyut, because during the combination, the so-called chemical reaction itself, chemical reaction, atoms are combining. Some atoms are, say, they are delinked, they are detached, broken, some bonds are broken, and new bonds are formed. Okay, it's all right. You can see the details later. Okay, so the combination or the chemical reaction is to attain stability. To attain stability. Stability means stable electronic configuration with a lower energy of the system. Stable electronic configuration and lower energy so that the system is very stable. I shall explain in another way. When they are separate atoms, the energy of the system is high. But then they combine to form molecules. When they combine to form molecules, the energy of the system is decreased. It is lowered up. Lower the energy, more stable the system is. Okay. When they are isolated, separate atoms, the system has more energy. More energy. If it is having more energy, the system is less stable. If they are having lower energy, system becomes more stable. So during combination, during chemical reactions, the energy of the system is lowered up. And the electronic configuration becomes more stable. So stability is attained by lowering the energy of the system. So to attain stability, by lowering the energy of the system, the elements are found to be reactive. They are found to combine with the atoms. That is already said. Okay. During the combination, during a chemical reaction, there will be say, some kind of attractive forces between the atoms. See, the atoms are held together there. The separate atoms are brought closer. Separate atoms are brought closer and they are forced to combine. So there is a binding force, a force which combines, which leads to combine the atoms. And that attractive force, Krishna, so that attractive force between the atoms, or in some cases ions, that is called a chemical bond. The heading is a chemical bonding. So chemical bond is some kind of attractive force between the atoms or the ions in the molecular state or in the compound form. Okay, let us go to the next point, and it is the octet rule. You know what it is? Octet rule. Octet rule. This also you have studied. So the preliminary topics you have already seen in the 10th standard. All these are the topics you have already seen in the 10th standard. Okay. Octet rule. What is octet rule? You have seen. During chemical reactions, atoms, say, they tend to attain stability by getting the stable electronic configuration of the nearest inert gas with 8 electrons in the valence shell. And that is called the octet rule. See, atoms combine. The rule can be stated like this. See, atoms combine. Octet rule. Atoms combine to attain stability. You have seen that already, Emmanuel. Atoms combine to attain stability. Stability, that is to get the stable structure. So atoms combine to attain stability. To attain stability. Or the stable electronic configuration. Stability or stable electronic configuration of the nearest inert gas. Of the nearest noble gas with 8 electrons in the outermost shell, in the valence shell, in the outermost shell or in the valence shell, and the combination of 8 electrons, that is called octet of electrons. Octet of electrons. And if the outermost shell is getting 8 electrons, then the system, the electronic configuration will be very stable, and that is the octet rule. So atoms combine to attain stability of the nearest noble gas with 8 electrons in the outermost shell, or say octet of electrons in the outermost shell. There will be 8 electrons in the outermost shell, then it is stable, and that is the octet rule that also you have studied. And this stability can be attained. How? Stability can be attained either by transfer of electron from one atom to the other. Stability can be attained by transfer of an electron from one atom to the other. Transfer of electron from one atom to the other. Or by sharing electrons, by sharing electron pairs or sharing electrons between atoms. Stability can be attained. That means the stable electronic configuration of 8 electrons in the outermost shell, in the valence shell, can be attained either by transfer of electron from one atom to the other, or by sharing electrons. Sharing electrons between atoms. Okay. So I repeat, octet rule, according to octet rule, atoms combine, talking about the chemical reaction, talking about the chemical reaction. So atoms combine to attain stability or a stable electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas. Atoms try to attain the stable electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas with 8 electrons in the outermost shell, the valence shell, or an octet of electrons in the valence shell.
Hello.
So that's about the octet rule. So this stability or the 8 electron configuration, stability or 8 electron configuration can be attained either by transfer of electron from one atom to the other or by sharing of electrons between atoms. Do you remember all these things? We have already studied. I had discussed all these things. Time is over. Oh. Okay, friends, it is time. Let me stop now. We'll continue the next day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.